Hey, this is Papa Bear Gaming here. I'm checking out one of these new tools out here. There, it seems to be the new hot thing, which is basically virtualized machines used for gaming. This one's called Shadow. There are a couple others. I don't remember the name. I did a lot of beta testing with a couple of them, but this one's pretty cool and it's on the market right now. It's got a decent price, basically $34.99. And if you get like a coupon or something, you could get one for like $24.99 a month. But basically, you stand up your virtual machine, you install a bunch of games, and you play. That way, really, all you're using is your network connection to the virtual machine versus actually needing the hardware. So the virtual machine I got has a 1080, an NVIDIA 1080, and it's got a lot of memory. It's got a real good connection to the internet. I'm going to show you all of that shortly, but check it out. For the folks who want to have a really good computer without actually paying all the money, this might be an alternative to buying the hardware. Basically, you go to their website, right? And with Shadow PC, if I remember correctly, yeah, you go to their website, you sign in, you set yourself up, you get an account, you download the software. So what they pitch, I haven't been able to prove or test this on like a Android device, like a phone or whatever. I'm gonna try it on an iPad when that comes out, and maybe I'll try it on my wife's phone. But you go to the website, you get your account, you download the client, you put it on your machine, and then this is what comes up. And you do some basic settings like full screen, how much bandwidth you want to use, and some video editing options, and if you want to plug in other audio devices into your system. Once you do all of this, hit the start button. That's pretty much it. You hit the start button, it boots up your VM for first time users. Now, admittedly, this was super fast, here because I already logged in, set up Windows, and that's what you're gonna have to do. On first time login, you're gonna have to set up Windows, like when you first install Windows, so naming it, your hardware, tying everything together, and then I installed League of Legends. And you see here, and it comes default with basic Windows products here. But before we log in, I want to just show you something here. So if you check out now, come here, and that's the only real downside of this is you're gonna have to deal with first time stuff. When we go to this is a nice, easy, free way to kind of just get an idea of what your internet connection is like. And you can see the speed's pretty impressive. All right. Once you do that, just so you see, we're gonna log in here. And just like you would expect, it's your default League stuff. Once League decides to get going here, we can start. So one of my real issues with it right now, and I'm trying to troubleshoot and figure out what's up with it, is I don't know if you could see the screen is kind of getting a little blurry, and it comes in another language. That's the interesting part, right? So it really comes in another language. They don't, even though I've set my device to English, it comes in a different language. Alright, so I got this little pop-up here. This is new. And this is kind of the thing about it. What I noticed is okay. what I noticed is some apps are a little blurry and I don't know why, right? Or why it does this. So I don't know if it's my monitor, what it is, but there's something going on here. So until I figure this out, right now, this is kind of what I'm experiencing with this product, is that it does this little blurry thing here, and I haven't been able to do anything about it. No matter what I do, like I'm gonna do a full restart and delete of my shadow just to go through the whole process and say that I've done so. But in my experience, yeah. Other than this weird behavior it's doing right now with the blurry screen, it's surprisingly, cool. Like you see right now, it settled down for a little bit. I'm gonna do what it says, and I'm gonna close and reopen. I don't see why that should matter, but let's do it again. I reached out to their customer support, and if I could get it to settle down, I'm probably gonna do another kind of review where I actually jump in it and play the game using it. I played one match, a training match with it, and it was kind of hard to handle. And you can see now, I don't know if it's just this particular app, if it's just League of Legends that has a problem with Shadow. So I'm gonna do a little bit more testing and actually roll it out in the future on something else. Now in the chat, or in the description, I'm just gonna put some information about where you can check out Shadow, and a code if you wanted to just try it to get you $10 off. But yeah, right now it definitely has some problems. I'm gonna have to work with them to figure out what's going on here. But one of the cool things I like about it is once you're actually set up with Shadow, since it's just a virtual machine, they will let you delete it pretty easily. That's all she wrote. Deleted. Now when I come back in, I'm gonna have to go through the whole starting process, assuming it's quick. If I remember right from reading the description, it can take like 30 minutes for a full delete and a start fresh. But if it finishes in the next minute or so, I might go through the whole process here so you see just how quickly and how efficient this is. And once I log back in, you'll see it's pretty clear. I didn't have any of these problems the first day that I was using it. I played multiple games. I lost, but I didn't really think I lost because of anything was up with my virtual machine. Then I came back in, tried to launch it, and then I ran into a bunch of problems. So we wiped out my session here. Now coming back in here, did I get my information wrong? Let's see. I don't have cap locks on or anything. Alright, testing. So yeah, I think since I deleted my Shadow, I might have to do some factory resetting and some other work just to get back up and running. But yeah, I'm gonna do another one of these. Yep, it looks like that's what I needed to do that first. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my Shadow. I'm gonna have to log all the way back in and figure this all out again. Once I do figure it all out, we'll get back on Shadow. Well, let's see. I'm gonna do a quick password reset if it will let me. Yep, I think because I deleted my shadow, I'm in a funky state. So I'm gonna do another video when I actually get the shadow back up and running. That way I could go through here and make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, and that give you a full review.